Clearly no debate. What's going on, y'all? Got my notes right here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Misfit, she returned after a 4 or I believe 5 year hiatus. She takes on the incomparable Phara Funeral. To me, when the battle was announced by Queen of the Ring, shout out to Debo, Babs and Vague over there. When this battle was announced, I thought this was really going to be a really, really good battle. But at the same time, in my mind, I was like, yo, I think Phara's going to get her because Misfit had took some time off or whatever, and she's been inactive. But that was my initial thoughts when I first heard that the battle was announced. Let's go ahead and just get into the recap of this battle. Misfit, she starts off the battle, man, and I'm gonna be honest. Misfit showed no ring rust. She showed none at all, man. She still had. It was like basically it was like another day at the job, man. Like she just came in. She had the ring presence. She had the bars. You know, she was doing her thing, man. She commanded the crowd really, really well, in my opinion. She had a couple of standout bars to me. One of the ones that really stood out to me though, man, she had this crazy GoFundMe funeral cost an arm and a leg bar that was just like, it was crazy as hell, man. Like she had a couple of nice lines in the first round, man, but like to me that one just stood out to me the most, man, because I was like, yo, she was talking extra slick to Phara. And the energy was there for Misfit, man. Misfit, she literally came out to play, man. She did not pull no punches with Phara in her first round. And I thought it was a very, very, very strong first round from Misfit. We get into Phara's first round, and immediately, you know, both Misfit and Phara are vets, but Misfit pulled the ultimate vet move to keep the crowd on her side. The minute that Phara started rapping, man, Misfit just started dropping money and shit on Phara or whatever. Like basically, like she was making it rain on, turned it into a stripper move or whatever, and the crowd was like paying attention to Misfit. And without Misfit spitting a bar, the crowd was back on Misfit's side. So to me, I probably said that's the first time that I've seen a crowd reaction to the other person that's not spitting, and the crowd was eating it up. But after that, you know, Phara was able to get back into her bag or whatever, and Phara was doing her thing. But the problem that Phara was having a lot in this battle is she was stumbling. She just kept losing herself in the bars and then kept getting it back and losing herself and getting it back. And on the watch, it looked real cringy. Even though Phara had a lot of nice lines, it looked very, very cringy. To me, one of the craziest lines that I enjoyed from Phara in the first round was the Santa Maria bar. Like that bar was crazy as fuck to me, man. And like I said, Phara had some nice lines, but just getting through her material, it looked really, really, really bad in the first round. And from there, I ended up just giving the first round to Misfit because, again, like it was, even though Phara had some lines, I thought Misfit stuff was a lot cleaner. I thought her punches was a lot cleaner. I thought her stage presence was a lot cleaner. Her crowd control was a lot cleaner, a little bit cleaner than Phara's, and I ended up giving her the first round. We go to the second round, and in the midst of Misfit spitting her round, Phara pulls a vet move, and she started picking up the dollars, and while she was picking up the dollars, that was all around the ring, she was dancing. So it kind of stole the crowd from Misfit's bar spitting to what Phara was doing. And to me, you could tell that both of these ladies are vets, man. They knew how to do. They knew what to do to steal the crowd from one another. They knew what to do to keep the crowd intrigued in the battle. And it was a vet move from Phara to basically rebuttal Misfit, you know, throwing the ones at her in the beginning of Phara's first round. So in the beginning of Misfit's second, that's when Phara went on ahead and did all of that, picked up the money dancing, and then boom, threw the money in Misfit's face or whatever. And then from there, Misfit started rapping. Again, Misfit came with some clean lines in her second round, man. Misfit literally, and I'm gonna say this again, it was no ring rust from Misfit. And for her, I was surprised that it was a 4 to 5 year hiatus that she had took, because it literally looked like she battled like 2 months ago. That's how clean her shit was. I know she had the Babs through you in the Shark Tank. This was a bad investment line, and in the second round, that was crazy to me. Of course, you know, man, she had the crazy Tech Nine bar that just had the crowd rocking. I was like, damn, like these Tech Nine bars, like Sue Surf said, man. I'm not even gonna quote Sue Surf or whatever, because if you haven't seen the Sue Surf Geechee Gotti battle, man, you should watch it. But what Sue Surf said, man, it's starting to rain true, man, because these Tech Nine bars, man, it ain't nothing but battle bars, man. And Tech Nine, these bars is probably gonna last. I'll probably give it the remainder of this year and probably the early part of next year. People are going to still have crazy ass Tech Nine bars. We go ahead, Misfit. Like I said, she had a clean second round, man. It was just as powerful as the first. You know, Phara comes out in the second round. Her second round seemed a little bit stronger. She had the Saved by the Bell scheme that I thought was very, very nice. She had a couple of more lines, man. Then she had this this Sis History Always Repeats Itself line that was just fucking crazy. But it was like she was she started it out going after the rookies that always be calling her out, but then it landed back on Misfit because she was like, you know, the shots well connected, but due to the unfortunate turn of events, they all landed in misdirection. Like that was a crazy, crazy line. And after that line, the crowd was rocking with her and she choked. And I was like, damn, man, because personally, I was liking Phara's second a little bit more, but Misfits again was a lot cleaner. She was not stumbling through her work. She still had that crowd control. She still had that ring presence. I mean, Misfit was like, she was dancing around that ring on like some boxer shit. She was giving the punches. She was giving the power hits. And again, Misfit, she came out to play. She brought the bars. We go into Misfit's third. I really didn't take any notes for the third because if you have not seen the battle, man, I'm gonna leave a description in the box for you to click the link for the battle. But Misfit she wilded out in the third, man, and a lot of the bars was catered towards Phara Funeral's mother. And you can easily tell when Misfit brought up her mother, like Phara instantly looked towards wherever Debo is at, and you can see like she pointed at Debo too, like, okay, you see this, and me and you discussed this, and she's still going about this. And then it got into the point where Phara, you know, you could see she mentally had took herself out of the battle, and she started turning her attention towards Misfit, like crowding her space, getting all up on her, and Misfit was like, yo, man, back up and all of this stuff. And Phara like, I'm right here, just rap. And you could see from the energy that it literally seemed like that Phara was on some this battle done shit. She was on some I'm ready to fight shit, but Phara at the same time kept her composure like most vets do and most professionals do. She kept her composure and let Misfit get her bars off. But then after that, after another clean round from Misfit, you know, it was waiting on Phara to go, and Phara was like, you know, y'all waiting, I'm waiting, you know, pointed at Debo again, y'all just gonna be waiting. And I think it was either Babs or Big that asked like, so you not gonna go? And she was like, no. And they was like, all right, well then that's it. And that was the end of the battle. After that, I did see the 15 Minutes of Fame interview. Shout out to Uncle Rob from Phara Funeral. I put that link in the description box as well, where Phara was like, you know, everybody knows me that one of my number one rules is don't speak about my mother. And the question that I have to the people that subscribe to my channel is, what do y'all think? You know, do you think that battle rappers should honor certain rules if they're in a contract or if they're unwritten rules of don't speak about this person or don't speak about this certain situation? Because we all seen this where Bonnie had brought up a certain situation involving QB, and QB was like, go ahead and spit that shit because damn motherfuckers is gonna get sued. Bonnie never spit it, but you can hear QB clearly saying, if you bring this shit up, which I told you not to bring up, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, sue RBE for this shit because I told them to put this in the contract, not to talk about this. Of course, everybody know Goods has the one rule: don't speak about my daughter, so on and so forth. So I think, to me, and this is just from a fan's point of view and a fan on the outside looking in, is let's just not talk about dead relatives. Like, I understand battle rap has no rules to it, but I think it's getting to the it's getting to the point that somebody sooner or later is not going to fare well, and it's going to look ugly on the battle rap community if we keep allowing this. And I feel like if you put something in the contract, you should honor that contract. If somebody say, don't talk about this subject or don't talk about this situation, then just honor the contract. Don't talk about this situation. Now, on the flip side, I did also see Misfits interview with Uncle Rod on 15 Minutes of Fame. I'm going to leave that also in the description box. And in her interview, she said, this is battle rap. You can't really tell me what not to speak about or what I can speak about or whatever. But then in the same breath, she said, well, they did tell me not to speak about this a week before the battle. And I told them, I'm sorry, it's already in my material and I'm not changing anything. So my whole question is, and this is my question about Debo. I'm not questioning Debo's integrity because I don't know the man, but the question that I have for Debo is, did you really tell this woman a week before the battle that she can't talk about this, or was this already established? Phara said that this was the number one rule she had for a very, very long time, not to speak about her mother. So I don't know what side to take because I'm on the outside looking in. But also, Misfit said in her interview with Uncle Rod that Phara did this with Robin Rhymes' mom or whatever, who passed away. So I don't know. I just feel like as a fan, and then at the same time, just as a human being, you shouldn't be speaking about the dead. That's just me. I mean, I understand it's battle rap and there's no rules to battle rap, but I mean, there's so many other people that you could talk about that person's family, about that person's crew member, versus speaking about the dead. So again, man, comment and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I ended up giving this battle to Misfit 3-0. I'm not gonna call it a body bag, even though Phara's stuff wasn't as clean. Phara to me had some nice lines that I really enjoyed, but Misfit was just way more polished. Misfit just looked like she was ready for that W, man, and I'm not going to take that W away from her. I'm giving this battle to Misfit 3-0. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.